But honestly, it was out of choice that I didn't do films, and I loved being out of the spotlight. People may not believe this, and I can only talk about myself. Honestly, I love fashion. It's always been a passion with me. I think from a young age, I've, seeing my dadi and my grandfather, in those days when I was a young child. Honestly, I'm a big foodie, and people may not believe it, but I'm a Asli Kapoor. Hi, this is Karisma Kapoor, and you're watching Peeping Moon.
Karishma, welcome to Peeping Moon.
Thank you.
In 2008, when we had spoken, and I was trying to ask you about making a possible comeback to cinema, you told me you were looking for a role that would justify leaving your family and home behind.
Yes,
Is this it?
I truly actually believe that I didn't work out of choice. I wanted to be with the family. I wanted to give time to my kids. And when Ekta actually called me and was like, I have this web show and it's 10 episodes, it's about motherhood. I was like, I'm not sure. Listen, I become lazy. I don't think I want to do this. She was like, give me a chance, hear my story out. And honestly, when I heard it, and I thought about it, and I was like, I want people to know what I go through on a daily basis of being a mom and the trials and tribulations of what it entails. And that's what this show is about, and this is what it is. And what's very beautiful is that each episode has a learning behind it, has something very relevant behind it, and a lot of topics it's so relevant to what's happening in the world today, not only in India, but I think globally, that are touched upon in our show.
In 2002, even before you became a mother, you played a very emotionally powerful role as a mother in Shakti.
Yes.
Then you became a mom, and now you're coming back to the screen acting as a mom.
Yes. Yes.
So your real life experiences as a mom, do they come to the fore?
Yes, absolutely. I think there were days on the sets of Mentalhood where I'd be like, oh my God, I think this is real life that's happening. And it would be so comfortable because we would have kids like crying in some corner, yelling in one corner, hungry in one corner. So it was like just being at home, Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about that, the kids on the set,
Yes.
especially in your show.
Yes.
Did you was your maternal instinct kicking in, or were they?
Absolutely. I mean, there were days like, if we were shooting in the evenings and I'd be like looking at them and like missing my kids, and then I'd hug them. And I must say that these young actors of today are unbelievable. They were so on the ball and so professional. It was amazing.
What is real life parenting like today? Aren't kids a lot more savvy than what they were during your time?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think, we just bade ho gaye. We used to listen to our parents and, things just happened. But today kids are way more smarter. I think there's so much, because of the web and social media, and there's so much awareness about everything around that so many times I learn things from my kids. Like they will tell me, no mama, this is not good, or we shouldn't be eating this, we should eat this. Like we have discussions like that. So it's so nice that I think I get to learn from them. And I think as a parent, it's important for us to keep an open mind.
Okay.
It's not that, what we say is the law, right? We need to learn. It's a give and take. So it's good that I also learn so much from them while they learn from me.
Why do you believe that Mentalhood will be the inner voice of all moms?
It is the inner voice of all moms, because there are real life situations. There are things that the women and even men, like single dads and husbands and maybe boyfriends, who will identify with what is happening on this show. Like each of our episodes deals with, of course, parenting primarily, but even of what a woman goes through behind closed doors, of being a mom, of being a wife, of being a daughter-in-law, of issues like that as well. So it's very identifiable on every level.
Having played all those roles in real life that you just mentioned, what are the kind of values you've instilled in your kids?
Well, I think my value system, touchwood, has been very strong. I think my mother really brought us up with very strong, ingrained values, which could be simple things like, respect our elders. Small things like that go a long way. Make time for them. you know, because I mean, they have done so much for you. Don't just forget them, you know, everywhere also busy with our own lives, but family is important. Respecting our grandparents, our elders is so important. You know, small things I think go a long way, and I've tried to, you know, whatever my mother taught me and Karina, I have definitely tried to imbibe into my kids.
I'm going to take the mother away from you. In 2002, Eastern Eye of UK said that you were the sexiest Asian woman.
Oh my God, is it? I didn't even know that.
I'm telling you that.
Okay. Okay.
You still are.
Oh, thank you.
Right up there.
No, thank you. I think, honestly, I love fashion. It's always been a passion with me. I think from a young age, you know, I've, you know, seeing my dadi and my grandfather, you know, in those days when I was a young child, dressed up, you know, my love for white color. And I think that sophistication of seeing my grandmother in those crisp white saris with her perfect hair, and the love for, you know, her red lips. So I also love bright colors.
Okay.
I think that fashion sense kind of, and then my mother's mother was English. So, you know, just seeing her aristocratic with the way she was, I think that kind of stayed within me. So I've always loved fashion, and I, like you're saying, oh my God, sexy and all, I don't know. But yes, I've had a distinctive style, and I think I've carried that through. Like, I think it's been a big compliment that even though I've been away from films, people like the way I dress, they like the way that I am.
Yeah, I was
but that's
coming
just
to
being
that.
me. You know what I mean? That's my fashion sense of me as a woman that I've evolved into, probably.
You are a style icon. That is still there. People call you that. But between what you're doing for yourself in personal life and now you're coming back to the screen, what is it you do otherwise?
As in being at...
Yeah, your fans would like to know. I mean, everybody wants to know what is it you do.
I'm just like a daily mental mom, like running and scurrying all over the place. But honestly, it was out of choice that I didn't do films, and I loved being out of the spotlight. People may not believe this, and I can only talk about myself, but I just loved it. Just being on my own, you know, spending time with family. See, I started working at a very young age. I was 17.
Yeah.
So, and then I did a big body of work. We used to do 4-5 shifts a day, literally 3-4 shifts a day used to happen from one set to the other. We were like horses, you know, like with blinkers working. So I'd done so much work that when I took this break, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And even now, like I say, I've become a bit lazy. you know, to go on set in those grueling hours and travel, I'm like, no.
You were there with Sridevi and Madhuri Dixit.
Yes.
And all your male co-stars, whether it was Ajay or Shahrukh or Salman or Amir or Akshay, they are all still leading actors.
Yes.
Don't you miss being there with them?
I miss hanging out with them, and I miss chatting with them, and the energy that we had, and, you know, the camaraderie that we shared, which I think I've been very lucky that with all of them, you know, I have a strong, you know, good friendship and strong bond. I definitely miss that, but I'm okay. I meet them socially, I chat with them, they're shooting with my sister, we remember the times, but I'm not like, I've never like missed the spotlight in that sense.
You did make a film in 2012, Dangerous Ishq. It unfortunately didn't do well. So was that a reason why you
No, absolutely not. I think there are a lot of actors who post me who've done films which haven't done well, but they are continuing to work. I think it's a personal choice. I think I was like, this is not for me right now.
Okay.
You know, I'd rather focus on my kids, and I don't want to again like spend 100 days of my life maybe doing this. And my kids were much younger.
Yeah.
So that was out of choice. Now I want to do things that excite me or interest me. Like I work at my own pace. I do events, advertising. Now I've done a web show. In the middle I did a radio show.
Yeah.
So I like to do things that just excite me, and I'm a bit busy but not overtly.
Okay, my last question. What's the secret about you looking the way you do? You still turn heads, you still stop traffic.
Thank you.
It cannot be California almonds only.
Oh my God. No, honestly, it's the biryani that I eat and the chocolate cake. Honestly, I'm a big foodie, and people may not believe it, but I'm a Asli Kapoor. I enjoy my food. And actually, I want to advise like young women out there and girls out there that please don't starve yourself. I'm a classic example. I enjoy my food. I love to eat. And I do eat carbs. Do not starve yourself and like drink nimbu pani and hot water all day. eat, but do it in small portions and within limits. And I think I've always, endorsed a healthy living, but I enjoy myself. I will enjoy the French fries and I will eat biryani because that's
Also,
what I love.
Since you mentioned your dietary preferences, why don't you also tell me what you do to remain this shape? For your birthday last year, you posted a picture by the swimming pool.
Oh God, yeah. And a lot of my friends were like, that's very unlike Lolo. Like, has someone hacked her account?
Nice.
But I guess I just, maybe at that moment, I just felt like I wanted to empower other women also. That it's fine to be the age that you are and you can be, beautiful or just the way you are, and you are beautiful. You could be any size or anything, but just love yourself. That's very important, I feel.
Karisma, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck with the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.